So what I have here is some shelf lining. And it's kind of the textured, padded stuff you can get. I picked this up at Lowe's. It was a 12 by 20 foot roll, 12 inch by 20 foot. And I think I got that for 11 bucks if I remember correctly. And I'm cutting this into strips to put on the shelves to protect the games. So when I have a game that's on the shelf, when I slide it off and on, the cartridge or the box, it's not going to damage the cartridge or the box. So this is a good thing. And I'm measuring this out into strips, 5-inch strips, so they all end up like this. And what I did here was I actually measured a line right on this board. It's 5 inches, and then I take this strip, I lay it on, put that right there, and I don't have to measure this way. What I do is I lay my level across there, and it meets up here, and it meets up here, and then I cut. There. That's what I need. There we go. And then this little leftover strip, I've been keeping all of them. So if I need any excess, I've got it. And this, I add to the stack. So when my shelves are done drying, I'm painting them right now, I'll be able to lay these out on them and start putting games right on them. Okay, so I'm putting the dowels in now, and the shelves just go right across. Go. And I've got that on top, and it's a nice fit. So let's see what happens when I get them all done. And there's the shelves on. I've got some extra space there at the bottom. I'm going to cut 2 more shelves. I decided to space them differently than I was going to originally, so I ended up with 2 open spots. So I'll just cut a board and paint it and be ready to go. And then these, there's that padding I was showing you in the earlier video. And that's really great. I'm really happy with that. And then I'll just be able to set my games up on there. That's what this one is mainly set up for, all my Sega stuff. Taller cases. So that. So we're at pretty much the last step. Everything is put together, and now it's going to be a matter of putting everything out on the shelves and getting everything straightened up and picked up off the floor here from where I was doing the work. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to put everything on display yet, so I've just thrown some stuff up to get it off the floor and out of boxes. Like over here, I may actually take my Saturn games and run them all the way from left to right and then down, so it'll actually only take up the top 2 shelves instead of the top 4 on the left. So that's something I'm considering, and we'll see how I decide to do it. And it's all DVDs in those boxes and game consoles in those crates, and over here is where the TV is going to be. So I need to go out and pick up a stand of some sort for right there. And then over here will be the couch, which is actually at the store right now. So hopefully this Sunday I'll be bringing it by. these shelves worked out real nice. As you can see, you can barely even tell. That's the dowels. And this is that material that I cut. And that seems to be working real well as a test over here. It's, you know, it's real nice when I pull something off and on. Now my cartridge isn't rubbing on the wood. So I'm real glad I decided to go with that. And for right now, these are all my 3DO games. And I like having a shelf that I could set high enough where I could fit all my long boxes on display for once. So that's real nice. And then there's my jewel cases with 3DO games. And as you see, I got everything up off the floor. Now I just have to bring in the couch and figure out what I'm doing for the TV. That's painted by Danny at Dangerous Art. It's my Lion-O. That's my Daredevil. That was painted by Andy Lee. And here we are, pretty much done as far as bringing stuff up. I, of course, always display my Saturn collection, but for the rest of this stuff I just pick out key titles. So some of my favorite PS1 games, all my PS1 long boxes because I've been trying to collect those. My favorite Cube games, PS2 games, Xbox games. My whole 3DO collection will be on display just because it's, again, one of my favorites. Now these are the consoles that I want to try to have hooked up, and this is where the center will be going. And if I can't find something I like, I'm just going to build something. And above the TV, my autographed Death Race 2000, Evil Dead, and Army of Darkness. I thought those would be cool pieces to have up there. And then some of my favorite DVDs. Just finished alphabetizing all that. And I picked all my favorite carts. Didn't realize I had 2 of those until yesterday. So all of my favorite N64 carts and Super Nintendo carts, NES carts, and then all of my unique NES carts. Over here, anyone who saw the movie Grandma's Boy knows about the game Demonic. A lot of you don't know. That's me. Hey. A lot of you don't know that it was actually a game in production at one time that was being worked on by Clive Barker. So when I was at E3 in 2005, Clive Barker was there promoting the game and signing autographs. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I got pretty much all the display pieces I want up top here up. My custom faceplate, and so pretty cool stuff. If you're wondering why there's a teddy bear up here, I've had that teddy bear since I was 3 days old. So, and I decided to use this top as display also, so I'll be lining up some more stuff for that. And that's it. So we got to get the couch in, we got to get the TV in, and we'll be well on our way to having a pretty cool game room.